Now, the first trophy for the Lions. How does that anchor you and the rest of the team?
Well, definitely coming into the fold in this year, so it was pretty good and pretty impressive just to get in there and just win the tournament, and it actually made the guys feel confident and feel very good.
You're one of the senior batters in the squad. Plenty of responsibility on your shoulders.
Well, definitely maybe bits and pieces, because they've got guys who've been scoring runs consistently. People like Ali, people like Blessing. They've been doing a lot of work in taking the team to a better stage. So I can't say really much of a responsibility, but you have to do something as a senior guy as well, make sure that the team crosses the line. So it's been handled well with the team as well, not only the responsibility to my shoulders. So definitely yes.
Clive, you coming into this tournament, having come out of a Zimbabwe tour to Australia, you've been around the national team. Tell us about the lessons learned.
Well, there's so much to learn in cricket, you know. So just coming out of the Australia tour, playing at a high standard, and people that know the game very well and learning a lot of things. Well, you pick some important things that have to push your game forward, especially with the skill-wise and the confidence building and stuff. So it's a very valuable lesson to learn, and we learned a lot of things. Learned about how to handle pressure situations and stuff. So just getting into the T10 is a different play, it's a different version. We haven't played it before here in Zimbabwe, so we gotta make sure that we adjust to those lesser overs than the usual 20 overs we used to play. So definitely it's gonna be different, but obviously, well, you gotta use your skills, you gotta use your confidence, you gotta use everything that you have learned in the Zim tours and definitely the international games you played before. Yeah.
Now, having
Wonderful to hear the thoughts of Clive Mazani, of course, one of the young up-and-coming cricketers in Zimbabwe. Right, we're just about ready to go. The umpires are making their way out into the middle. So are the players. I'm going to leave you in the company of Stanley Chioza.
It's another good morning from Harare Sports Club. There's plenty of cricket action coming to you live here. It's the T10 domestic competition. History in the making, first of its kind. And it's all live. And if you're live of the outdoors and if you love cricket, you need to find your way to Harare Sports Club, because that's where the cricket carnival will be happening. It's match day number 1, Gladiators versus the Lions. And if you just joined us earlier on, the toss was held, and the Gladiators winning the toss, and right away looking to bowl first. Joining me in the commentary box this morning to talk more about this tournament and, importantly, this game that's coming to you live is Darlington Matamanaza. Darlington, good morning.
Really looking forward to see how this week of cricket. Morning, Stanley, and very excited to be here. Really looking forward to how this week of cricket is going to go. T10 is really exciting, really fast action. A lot of big hitting, usually right from the beginning.
Talk about being in the pressure cooker. 6 deliveries, and the first ball. Interesting, that has been left. Talk about how they just need to maximize on every delivery, but a very watchful approach from the Lions batsman here. Quite interesting.
A little bit of slow start. Yet a delivery to be bowled. Just lost his footing or his run up. I think we're finally going to get underway. And that's short and wide. And immediately, Lions back of the
Bless Mutize. That is a brilliant cut shot. The width was there, and importantly, just the length. It's got a strong action. Marovatanga, but is banged that short. And straight away, first boundary of the innings.
We saw he'd had 2 false starts in that before he bowled that first delivery. I think it's the nerves, Stanley. New format, first time most of these cricketers are going to be playing at this type of cricket. That's a really good follow-up delivery right up into the block hole.
It was full. And the batsman here, Warfield, might have missed out. We're within the power play. 3 overs. And that's all it is in this T10 format. And you need to try and maximize. There's only 2 fielders outside the circle. Short once again. Powerfully hit. Misfilled in the covers. You would have thought it would go for 4 because that's how it was strongly hit. But however, a good chase and make sure that it's just down to 2 runs. Poor running here from these 2 batsmen from the Lions. They should have certainly gotten 3.
Really powerfully hit by Mzite, but Simbarashe Murumbi has just half stopped that. On a swing and a miss. Made his intentions very clear.
Maruvatsanga just probing that 4th, 5th stump line, and that just allows the batsman Muzite to swing and swing hard, but unfortunately he's just not making contact this time. 6 runs off the first 4 deliveries of this over so far. He'll need some more of those.
And he's come down the track at Maruvatsanga. He's done well as Maruvatsanga. Make sure it doesn't give him length that he can get underneath. Keeps that down to just a single.
I do feel, though, for the batsmen, I mean, this is the first time this format is being played in Zimbabwe, so some of them may not be sure exactly what kind of run rate to go at Darlington.
And we saw earlier that Malcolm Chukua won the toss and immediately he decided to bat second, because I think it allows the opposition to tell you what's a good score here. And for me, the most fascinating thing is Elton Chigumbura on strike. Fantastic striker of a cricket ball, really experienced cricketer.
Shots of catch it. And there's a man in the deep, the long on has been dropped too long on. And unfortunately for him, it just drops short. It's the end of a decent over. Just 8 runs from it.
So it's Fahiz Mkabeta. It's going to be coming from the golf course end. And he starts 2 straight immediately. And Mzite's done well. Helped by a little misfield. Short, fine leg.
This is not a good start. 2 straight. And he's got a short fine leg. And that means he cannot be on stump line at all. He's got to slip in place. So ideally needs to probe that 4th, 5th stump line. But all the same, the batting side will be happy. The boundary off the first delivery. Pressure on the bowler.
It's very well, nicely done by Elton Chikumura. Got the first delivery away for a boundary. He's obviously going to be thinking to try and get a really big over here.
That's a better line. That's the sort of approach you need to be bowling to Elton Chigumbura. He's a strong leg side player. But importantly, that delivery, the length, that just back of a length. Yes, there was width, but important, the line was impeccable.
I think, Stanley, just a little bit of movement from Kabeta. It looked as if it shaped in slightly to Elton Chigumbura.
Shimmy down the wicket.
Sancho,
And you can tell that there's plenty of experience from the big man. Elton Chigumbura has played plenty of international cricket for Zimbabwe before. Now leading the charge. Player coach of the Lions Academy. And why not give him back what he's learned all over the years. And this time looking to lead from the front. Asked to open with Muzite, who is doing well so far, just the 7 off 5 deliveries. He'll look to try and better that. 13 for none so far. Good run rate, just under 9.
We are in kind of unknown territory here. Stanley, what do you think is a good score in 10 overs here?
Good question, that. Brilliant. That is an absolute crack of a cricket shot. Shimmy down the wicket, but importantly, it's how he's held the shape of the bat. He's not trying to go hard at it. And perfect timing brings about the perfect result.
And what I liked about this, he's deliberately stayed leg side of this delivery. Found that wide open space, not very wide open space between cover and mid-off.
Just the 1 dot ball so far in this over. 9 runs off 4 deliveries. It was full. Good comeback.
Really nice change of pace from Kabeta. He's bowled it fuller and slower. Just not giving Zite a little bit of extra pace that allows, makes it easier to play shots, doesn't it?
Coming back to your question of what is a good score, I suppose you want to look at the teams when they come out of the 3rd over, being the last of the power play, and perhaps look at the run rate. And the required run rate then will probably set you up for what is to come. Unfortunately, it was a good last delivery. Change of pace has taken pace off, has absolutely deceived Elton Chigumbura, but unfortunately the keeper couldn't collect. 4 byes is the result. Another boundary to end the last delivery of the 2nd over.
Eh, when have a bank so? Where's this so? Where's your point? Eh, Ulina. Bala, touch. Ana bala. Eh.
Then the Lions